In this video, we're going to be going over how to actually utilize the course, how to access the various areas, how to actually do a lot of the assignments, and all of the things that are going to be necessary in order for you to be successful in doing the course. When you log into Canvas and you go to the course, you have your homepage here, and you can see the hot links that you have that are easily accessible. You can also access them from over here if you need to. Many people still prefer to do that. It may be habit. But just try to make it so that it's a little easier for you to access everything from the various pages. Now, one of the most important areas to access as far as the course is concerned is the modules section. You'll see that the modules are set up by week, okay? Everything that you need for the course is going to be set up by week. And everything that is necessary for that week is within that module. Now you can see the first module has sample papers to give you an idea as far as the things that are necessary in doing the reflection papers and things. You'll also see that there's a link to APA formatting. One of the things I require in all the papers is APA format. So you have sample reflection papers there. Then you have each of the weeks and all of the things that are necessary within that week. So you can see that there's quizzes, there's readings and discussions and that sort of thing. The most important thing to access each week is the instructions for the week. Each week will have a series of instructions where there's a video that talks about here are the things that are necessary for this week and when you need to have it done. And then there are, here are the things we're going over in the module for that week. And then by day, what are the things that are going to be necessary for completion? So for example, in this case, week 1, by Wednesday, you need to make sure that you watch all the videos and review the information that's in the Start Here section. Remember the Start Here section right here. By Thursday, you need to complete the syllabus quiz. All right, and you can see that there are hot links that take you to each of these things. So you have the syllabus quiz. The whole idea behind this is to just make sure that you're reading the syllabus. You have links to the chapter readings and the questions and Connect that you need to get to. And there are links to any discussions and things like this. So for example, the first week we're looking at Who Am I? I need to fix those tabs there. To get to know people in the class. Now, by Sunday, you need to make sure that you complete and submit the problems that are on pages 24 through 25, problems 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 6. So you click on that, and it shows you, okay, here's the things that you need to do. You can start the assignment and submit your answers to those problems. So let's go back to the module. You also need to complete the Excel sheets 1, 2, and 4, and you can see that they are due for the reflection paper. All of the Excel sheets for each chapter are going to be due for the reflection paper within that group. So for example, chapters 1, 2, and 3, there will be an exam. After that exam, you're going to have a reflection paper that's due, where you are stepping back and saying, what were the key things I learned over these chapters? And here are the assigned Excel sheets that go along with that. So you submit the Excel sheets also to the reflection paper assignment. You can see there's a hot link to the Excel sheets where you can download the Excel sheets, complete them, and then submit them to the assignment. The assignment, again, will be in week 3. Show you that here. In week 3, you'll see that there's a reflection paper assignment. And the instructions for that assignment says to submit the reflection on the course learnings, include the Excel sheets, and it lists out what are the Excel sheets that are necessary. You also want to make sure that you are thinking about how to do those things, because here's the rubric that will determine the grade for the assignment. So for example, the content, as far as the reflection paper, where you're stepping back and you're saying, here are the key things that I learned. Then you have the writing. I hold people accountable for their writing, doing good writing. You can see, everything is, spelled correctly, or it needs improvement. You have errors in writing, that sort of thing. And then there's a section on the Excel sheets. All of them are submitted. They're complete, well thought out, versus needing improvement. You're missing sheets, various things like this. So this rubric will tell you, if you follow that rubric, it'll tell you how to score well for the assignment. So let's go back to the modules. So in this week right here, in your instructions, you have the video that talks about what's necessary this week. By Wednesday, do this. By Thursday, do these things. By Sunday, do these things. Now, you don't have to wait until the last minute on each of these days to get these things done. You can do them anytime during the week as long as you get them in before the due date. So, for example, when it comes to completing and submitting the problems, if you want to get those done on Thursday, go ahead and get them done, submit them, get them out of the way. You'll see also in week 1, we have instructions for the Excel sheets. Make sure you read over those things. So let's go back to the modules. Week 2. Again, everything that you need is within the module. You have your instructions, and your instructions are going to walk you through, here are the things that are due. Here's what you'll learn. By Wednesday, complete the readings. By Thursday, complete the discussion. By Sunday, do the problems, finish the discussion, and then complete the Excel sheets and submit them within the week 3 reflection paper. If you want to, you can go ahead and submit them right away. That's my suggestion. If you want to hold off from doing them, that's fine. Just submit them all at the same time with the reflection paper whenever that's due. Now, when it comes to the discussions, the discussions will ask you a question, okay? And it also has the information as far as how things are going to be scored. So the minimum requirements are the initial post by Thursday and 3 significant responses to others by Sunday. Meeting minimums is an average or a C grade. More points are earned by being involved throughout the week and including more outside resources and articles. And again, late initial posts, in other words, initial posts beyond Thursday, results in a 0 for the assignment. You can also see the rubric on how it will be judged. You see that with the rubric for the discussion board, you have timeliness. Are you writing well? In other words, again, I'm holding people accountable for their writing. The relevance of your initial posting, or the quality of your initial posting, the quality of responses, and the contribution to the learning process. You'll see, in order to get max points, you have to be on time, all right, and routinely exceeding posting requirements. If all you do is meet the minimum, you're going to get 1 out of 2 points. In other words, you're not going to get the more you do, the more you earn. All right, just like at work. Your writing, it's free from grammatical errors, or maybe there's some errors in spelling. So in other words, you don't earn as many points. Relevance of the initial posting, quite pertinent, encourage expanded exploration, assignment and responses, and reference the required readings and other source material. In other words, other outside articles and things like that. That's where you earn 2 points out of that. Answers are pertinent, okay? Vaguely references required reading. In other words, not quite the quality and depth of thought put into it. Don't adequately address the questions posed, okay? Doesn't reference required material. In other words, you're really not doing much as far as quality is concerned on the initial post. You're not going to earn any points. When you think about the responses, state your position and the support for the position. In other words, you're bringing in supplemental references, in other words, other articles and things to prove your point. That's where you can earn 2 points. Brief states the position, kind of a rehash of what other people are saying. you get 1 point. If it's merely one of those, I like your post, or I agree with you, what you're saying type of responses that does nothing for learning for anyone, you don't earn any points. And then the contribution to learning process, checking in on the discussion on a regular basis. All right, contributes to experiential and research perspectives. In other words, what are you doing to help not only yourself learn, also others learn? Response postings on more than one day might make some meaningful stuff, but leaves others to really look at the topic. You might earn 1 point. Makes no effort to participate, missing posts, posts everything on the last minute of the last day. You earn nothing because nobody's been able to read what it is that you brought in. So the rubric will show you how to earn the points that are necessary for the discussions. So that's on the discussions. Going back to the modules. Okay. Again, your instructions. You have your discussions, you have your problems, Excel sheets. Again, the discussions. In other words, it has links to everything. You can use the instructions page to basically access everything for the week. You can use it as kind of a checklist. So let's go back to the modules. Looking at week 3, all the things that are necessary in there. For week 3, we're looking at taxes. So you have your video. You have here the things we're going to be looking at. By Wednesday, complete the readings and questions. Watch the video, old versus new taxes. In other words, we go over, well, this is the way taxes used to be. There were some tax changes back several years ago. This is how they're actually being calculated and how it actually helped all of us. Because this is an exam week, you can see on Friday we have the first exam. There's no discussion board for the week. So you complete the problems for the week. You use the practice exam to prepare. The practice exam will open up on Tuesday and will shut down by Thursday. And you have 3 attempts at the practice exam to help you study for the exam that's on Friday. The exams will be on Fridays and Friday only. They open up at 7 o'clock in the morning, must be finished by midnight. 35 multiple choice questions to be done in 1 hour and 1 sit. And then by Sunday, you do the reflection paper and the Excel sheets. So all of the things that you need for the week are within the instructions and within the module. Now you can also access the discussions directly from here. And you can see the various discussions that are out there. And you can always access your grades. You can, whenever you want to find out where you stand in the class, you can always access your grades. Your total grade is going to be shown over here. And it will show the scores that you have earned and the points that you've earned for each of the assignments that are out there. So that's really how you can access and utilize everything that's within the course. If you have questions, give me a shout. Let me know.